So, computer guy, we are here in Bitwig Studio. Today we are going to take a look at, boy, what are we gonna, we're just gonna open up a random song and talk about it. You got 3 layers. Got the kick plug-in. Now what I got is I got a main kick drum. That's kick 2 by Sonic Academy. If you don't have this plug-in, this is an unbelievable kick drum creator. Big fan of samples, but this is very cool plug-in, very powerful plug-in. Anyway, I got that going, and then I got some Dead Mouse Splice FM. You got to check it out. I'll leave a thing in the description. I still need to do a thing on Splice because Splice is pretty unbelievable. But anyway, I got these Dead Mouse kicks for a couple there, and so I got all 3 of these layered. They're at different volumes here, and so that's pretty much the kick drum layer there. It kind of sounds a little dirty, you know. You'll see that is I got it was going through the sausage. There. Oh, I guess the other 2 are. This is the bus here. So the great thing about the instrument layer is you can actually, it's automatically bussed. So this is basically a bus. You know, if you open this up, these are actually like 3 separate mix channels. So this instrument layer is actually like a bus. So you can open that right up on the mix channel. Super cool. Very cool. Piano. This is a bass patch right here. Pretty dirty, pretty unorthodox, but it's just a synth master. One of my favorite synths, you know that. And then got a little low cut. Got to have a low cut on everything. Very important. Low cut on the bass. Pretty sure I have that with the kick drums. I thought I did. No, I don't. I thought I had a fab filter on it. Put that on the outside. Put it over here. So you can hear that the kick drum is a little behind the bass. Now, when you're first putting this together, you're like, wait a minute, the kick drum's behind the bass, but the kick drum is good. It's good back there. It's good behind the bass because for some reason that just kind of nestles, it pulls the track along. You just don't want everything locked in, man. Once you get off the grid a little bit, when you start to quantize and have the same velocity and the same quantize on it's gonna sound very robotic. So you gotta like pull that apart. Now today everything's on the damn computer. You go to the Spotify and you look at the top 20 tracks from every country in the world. Like 90% of them are all computers. What really makes a track stick out to me is when it gets off the grid. When there's a variation in velocity, there's a variation. You know, where fuck the quantizing. If you're gonna quantize, then you know, do a little variance with your not only with your velocity, but also, you know, pump that stuff out the grid a little bit. You know, you want to have the kick drum behind the bass sometimes. You want to have the bass. If you put the bass behind the kick drum and vice versa, you'll get a real drive to that whole entire song. You just solo these parts together. It's like you're thinking, wait a minute. The kick drum is behind, but the kick drum needs to be behind here. Now again, with this tight kit, you have this dirty hi-hat coming in here. Right here. again, start your sends out here. And you can adjust them here. Now the great thing about Bitwig Studio is on your send and return, I recommend putting the majority of your effects on your send and return tracks. But what's great about this is, let's say I go into this Doppler here, you know, the Doppler by Waves again. So that's what I got going on here, but this is a very, very powerful plugin. Again, just check it out, Waves. Just stick with one manufacturer and wait for the sales. But yeah, the great thing about the send and return tracks is you can just hear what's coming through there. That's just the return of the drum bus right there. That's just the return of the bass bus. And I recommend putting a different bus for every, like, have a bass bus, a drum bus, have a sub bass, have, you know, but do a lot of your mixes in the, use the send and return track. Very good. And they're very well laid out. Now the great thing is, once you're on the bus, you're on a bus track, you can see down here that you can unfold all your shit. I mean, you can actually scroll down and you can affect everything from right down here. In other words, if I want to add this to my my kick or my hi-hat, let's say I want my hi-hat to do that Doppler effect, I can. Now you can turn that up right there. So now you have that going on. Whoops. I don't even have the eighth notes playing. So here's whole notes, half notes, so these quarter notes, and eighth notes. Let's talk about parallel channels. We got the Vox coming through a parallel. So the first Vox chain is a Bitwig Vox. I got this for, it was really cheap. It was like 20 bucks, or yeah, I think it was 20 bucks. Just unbelievable shit. Valhalla Room, you have to have it. It's 50 bucks. It's never on sale. Save up for it. It's one of the best plugins for reverb that I've ever found. But that's the that's that vocal chain. Let's play that. And yeah, I need to put a gate on this because obviously I jammed this. I had the volume up. It wasn't coming through the headphones. So. Everybody's here, but no one wants to say a thing. No one wants to say a thing. Got a high shelf. Always important to have a high shelf. I always recommend parallel your vocals and put a high shelf in there. Unless you're a deep singer, I don't know, but I'm not. People all around and no one sees your face. People all around and you can do it right. Do it right. Gotta put a gate on here. Well, everybody's looking on. Can't you find your way? Everybody's singing songs. Can't you hear the way? Well, everybody's falling down on the floor before it rains. I wanna come back home again. I wanna come back home again. Lying on the floor. Well, everybody's here. Pusher, I've been trying the pusher out. and then the Frontier. The Frontier was free, and the Pusher actually I got it on sale when I bought that when I bought Bitwig vocals. That was on sale. I think it was 29 bucks, and then I got 30% off this, which was also on special for 20. So I got Bitwig vocals and the Mushroom Pusher for like, I don't know, 35 bucks, 40 bucks, something like that. It's payday, man. I gotta do it. Anyway, that's the drum bus. The drum bus is super important. Let's talk about the bass bus. Same thing. I got a little bass EQ going. Got the Fug Child. Plug collection. You have to just wait. It'll get on sale. I highly recommend that. Some of my most used plugins. It's a Fairchild, and then it's also a Pultec EQ. Both Pultec EQs, and then a Fairchild stereo and mono. So here's the same track with a hip hop kick. What you can do here is you can actually go here, hit the plus, go to a layers. I always create a layer, because what you can actually do is you can put these in the instrument layer. Okay, and then what you're going to have is you'll have something that you'll be able to play both those now. Now your drums are pretty much layered because you put that up there, and then you also have the kick drum, which is layered as well. So basically your drums consist of, which is your drums, and this instrument layer, which is your kick. Very important. Keep this stuff all dialed in. No! That sucks. Chill Computer Guy, if you haven't subscribed, we're going to have some more of this random bullshit coming up next week. Thanks for watching. Comment, give a thumbs up. Bye-bye. We'll see you next week.